My name's Kirsty White and I live and work on Bald Blair Angus, which is 10 k's east of Guyra on the northern tablelands of New South Wales.
Our family's association with this property goes back to the late 1800s, so our family have been here for a fairly significant time. When the issues of sustainability and long-term profitability come up, I think to this point we're still here. So I think that's got to say something. Our business operates around a seed stock and a commercial cow-calf operation, in addition to a sheep meat flock. So there are three segments to our business, and that varies, or we vary that depending on where we see the opportunities that occur either year on year or biannually or triannually, whatever we see the opportunity. I think the issue of sustainability for me is it's sort of a catchphrase, but the issue is longevity of your business. I suggest that there's some level of sustainability in activities that you've been pursuing. So I think we've shown that. In terms of ethical production, what's right for our consumer, well, part of us still being in business is because we're meeting that obligation. Perhaps what we're not doing enough of is being more public about that, or perhaps having an audit trail that someone can access and see that we're actually doing what we're doing.
You know, we're very grateful for the opportunity to be here at Bald Blair and to acknowledge all the work done by the previous generations and to continue to build on the work of the previous generations. I think that's something that I'm really passionate about.
We're using a number of technologies in terms of livestock productions and also some pasture technologies or techniques that are adding to the ongoing sustainability of this business. First of all, in terms of livestock production at a seed stock level, everything on this farm is phenotypically measured. We measure and identify and document everything about an animal, and also genotypically. So we're using genomically enhanced estimated breeding values, and we're using the latest technologies to drive and get the best pot of production going forward for both our clients and for our herd. We have consulting agronomists. We've done a little bit of work in the past with precision pastures, and we'll continue to do that, where we're actually being a little bit more applied in the fertiliser or the soil requirements of the farm and getting real data on what this farm needs and putting it in place. In terms of longevity of our business, I think it's all established around the diversity of the income streams, and by set up a business up so that every month we've got some income coming in, whether it be from a sale of a cow, a sale of a steer, a sale of a lamb, a sale of a ewe, a sale of a bull or wool. At some point there's cash coming in every month. So the idea is we're trying to cover financial risk by having something to sell all the time. Up until just recently, we've been pretty successful about that, and it's not that we're not successful now, it's just we're extremely challenged point of time.
In relation to marketing, we have the brand Bald Blair Angus, and it has a spur brand, and we try and keep that sort of front and centre throughout the year and just have a consistent approach throughout the year. So we have our website, we have our Facebook page, we have Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and we try and communicate what we do and, you know, why we do it, and, you know, that we care for our cattle and we care for our country and we care for our community, and we try to project that message, you know, in a positive way. And we do a video update with Sam out in the paddock, freezing cold, you know, and
which I love.
Yeah. And he shares, you know, what's happening on the farm. We also work closely with our stakeholders, you know, like the local land services and like Ranges Valley Feedlot. We're very grateful for the opportunity to actually serve Bald Blair Angus beef at our bull sale again this year, and so that's beef from steers that have gone from Bald Blair to Ranges Valley and then been processed and come back. And Sam, when we went up to Warwick the other day, everyone went to Fiji for holidays. We went to the Warwick abattoir and checked out the carcass for the bull sale steak sandwiches.
One of the biggest challenge, of course, is infrastructure development to store and to source when prices are better, and also that opportunity to on-farm preserve more and more fodder. And where we've had a period of 2 or 3 years where we haven't had that ability to put the reserves away that we really need, you're in that situation where you're going, oh, bugger.
I've made some initial inquiries about carbon farming, and so there's two aspects of it. There's the carbon farming where you're doing your rotational grazing and it's regenerative agriculture, and that's all absolutely fantastic. And then there's the carbon market where there's opportunities to sequester carbon on our farm and be rewarded for that. And so we're planning, and Sam for the last 20, 30 years has been planting 1,000 trees a year, and we have tree guards ready to go. As soon as the season breaks, we'll be planting, a couple of thousands of trees, and it would be wonderful to see farmers being rewarded for planting trees. And, obviously there's so much land in the hands of farmers who are all doing everything they possibly can to be sustainable, and it would be great to see them rewarded for that.